welcome to another episode of Minecraft Survival Season 2. Yes, it's Season 2. And you'll be joining, as always, I am the mighty SolarWind, and I'm incredibly handsome, as you all must know by now. Hey, wait, God. Yep, hold on, I'll put the webcam back. Sorry about that. Get away. There we go. The webcam didn't seem to be on, that was my bad. Yeah, that was my bad. Now you can see my beautiful face. I know, I got a haircut. I think I got a haircut from the last time I did one of these. I don't know, that might have been I don't know, I must not have mentioned it in the other video and I probably had the haircut. Anyway, we're doing the same thing as the last time with my ultimate intro. We'll be doing these to 15 minutes because, well, I found half an hour was a bit of a drag, so for me and everyone watching. /trigger home set 5, right? Thank you. So we'll be digging a big ass hole like we're always doing. I have no idea how big the hole needs to be, but we're digging a big ass hole. That was our objective, to make a slime spawner. I think they need to put it on hard difficulty. I can do that because I'm the server administrator, and I can do whatever I want. I'm practically God, because that's how that works. I'm a server administrator, and I cheat. Actually, I only cheated this in so I could see how big an area I had to make. I'm just gonna delete it later. I don't actually want the spawner there. Why don't they? You think they'd spawn? Like, there is literally a slime spawner. I don't know. Maybe the area is too small. Who knows? I might have to look that up. Anyway, you may notice a difference in my microphone, and it's because I've changed the settings of my screen recorder. And I did so because basically I had the settings wrong. Like, I don't know if you know this, but I have the Razer wireless headsets, which come with a tower, right? And the tower has an external sound card, right? So the external sound card is basically, it means basically instead of wirelessly connecting to the computer and then running through the computer's actual sound card built into the computer, its motherboard, it runs through it connects to the tower connects to the computer, so it wirelessly transmits to the tower, runs through its sound card, and then runs through the computer sound card. And what all of that means is basically it's supposedly running through that. Now, I know you could hear me, but the sound quality might be a bit different, hopefully a little bit better, because it was running through a different area. Like, it wasn't set up to run through the Razer system, because what happens is it runs through the Razer system, then it runs through the motherboard's sound card, then it runs through a background programming, which is an audio booster, and the software program. So as a result, and in addition, the microphone, there's also a microphone system set up with a webcam, which has a built-in microphone, allowing for another path for the sound to be recorded through. And as a result, it ends up, there ends up being a lot of options. And the problem was I had the wrong options selected. So basically, what was happening, it was going through a different path that wasn't the Razer system. So my sound quality probably, like, I end up getting a bit better sound quality than most because because I've got a bunch of all this sound. Like, I'm running, like I said, I'm running through like two audio boosting software, two different high quality sound cards before it actually gets to my headset. So I hear like really good surround sound quality. And I've actually looked. I wasn't sure if these had surround sound because it didn't actually mention it on the box, but when I looked at the option, it does actually list up as a surround sound thing. So apparently we do. And so to answer that question, we actually have surround sound. Yeah, this is becoming very profitable. See, this is the other reason I'm digging down here. Look at all this gold and valuables. I just fill in this hole with all this useless cobblestone. See what I mean? Like, you do get bedrock and you start getting all the goodies. Now, I'm doing this because I don't want to run into lava. I have a sneaky suspicion there's some lava around here. Anyway, as you can see, the whole objective here is dig a big hole. There's really nothing else to it. Oh, Zion. See, we got so much goodies. Like this is just one of the benefits of doing this. Like you can dig a massive ass hole, and there are so much like loot. Like we're covering two birds. We're gonna get a slime spawner so we can make sticky pistons, and I'm thinking maybe electro launchers or even like an underground train thing. Like we could do a lot with the sticky pistons in terms of hidden things. We could set up traps. We could do like heaps of stuff that I want to do with them. But in order to do that, you need sticky pistons, and we can't make those without slimes. So I'm trying to get the slimes to spawn by digging this area, and as a result, we're also mining a lot of the stuff we needed. Oh, others we'll need later on too. So we kill two birds with one stone potentially. Anyway, this is going to be really basically what we're doing. So you know, entertainment is not necessarily what I'm doing. I'm just entertaining you with my voice. So now we've established the audio is going to be different. Basically, oh fuck, my pickaxe is gone. Now that's pretty simple. Basically, I'm going to be talking about all the goodies coming out. Now this year's like insane. Like usually you get like 1 or 2 good movies a year, and if you're an anime person, you might get a few good animes. Like I think with anime, you usually get about 4 or 5 good animes a year. Like no, I'm not just saying good animes. Like I'm saying, you know, the kind of mentionable ones. There's more than 4 or 5 that come out of the year, but usually 4 or 5 straight at the beginning of the year before you can come out. You usually can confirm like 4 or 5 good ones straight off the bat before any of them have actually been released. And then, you know, a few newer ones you don't know, like you don't really know until they've come out and you've seen them with a lot of them, and a few of them, you know straight away if they're going to be good. This year, even with the movies, it's like everything's just coming out this year. Like this year is like the golden opportunity for entertainment, because you've got Avengers: Infinity Wars, you've got like so many good movies. Like you can put, if you want to put it in the description, like just put in the comments, like what are you looking forward to in terms of whether it be an anime or a movie that's coming out this year that you're looking forward to seeing. And I bet if anyone actually comments on this, there'll be like 1 million comments, because like there's Player One, that virtual reality game. R1, there's what, Downsizing, I believe. Yeah, even Downsizing. There's another good one. Like the same thing with movies. You're not expecting so many good ones to come out. Even Deadpool 2, another good movie. This year is like just everything good just seems to have somehow perfectly aligned to come out this year. It's like a message that this year is going to be like one of the best years in terms of in terms of good movies, good things. You know, this year's got that good vibes to it already. This year's got good vibes, so you know you might be very lucky this year. You know, you might not be, but you know, this year, if there's ever a year you're going to be specifically luckier, and I feel like it's this one. Like everything's about to change, and you know it might go haywire for a second there, but eventually it's all going to sort itself out into some goodness. I'm getting that distinct vibe to it. The second, well, technically it's the first if you're in America. See, I'm ahead of you. You can tell because my date tells you, gives me away that I'm a future. I'm in the future. I predict America's gonna be. You see what I mean? Like, either that's the advantage. That's also a disadvantage in Australia. But we also, I also get a longer Steam sale than you, so it's part of being in the future. Like, our Steam sale technically starts a day later, but because it also ends a day later, but it basically doesn't matter because we end up, I think there's something to do, the way they do the Steam sale, instead of it just cancelling each other out, we end up getting an extra day, because I forget how it works, but there's something that happens that lines it up so that we get an extra day because we're a day ahead of you. So it starts a day later and it ends a day later, but there's also another thing that contributes to it giving us that extra day because of the day later thing. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But that's also Yeah, but we also don't get TV shows until you've already seen them, which is the advantage of the internet, because then I can watch them before, like, a lot of people. It's stupid, like, they delay, like, I have seen a TV show where it's so bullshit, like, America, you would have seen it, like, a month before we did, like, not even like a day is okay, you see it a little bit before us, but, it's still relevant, like, a month later we would get it, and I was like, seriously, by the time we got like let's say season 1, you'd be on to season 2, and I was just like, oh, that's bullshit. I'm gonna watch it online. Yeah, see what I mean? Like that sucks. That's why everyone pirates in Australia, because freaking no movies, or you're not supposed to do that, but you know, everyone does it. They're gonna stop us. Oh, block the pirating sites. That's so helped. Just, anyone that is in Australia knows that there are a million ways to get around it, and anyone that knows computers knows that. The real thing is, it's trying to look like they're doing something without actually doing anything. It's not a necessary, in this case, it's a very stupid and very ineffective political strategy that tries to make them look more popular, but in actual reality, uh, people don't like it because, yeah, you look like you're doing something about a genuine issue without actually doing something because, like I mentioned, they're very easy for anyone that knows how to get around this. But the problem is Australians pirate everything because they don't have access to those things. Like, we have one paid TV network, and a lot of the time, like I said, some shows are even delayed by a month from where they... So you don't get a lot of stuff, so it's a bit of a disappointment. But really, that just ends up annoying people, and then they have to put like a little bit more effort into actually finding a way around your stupid thing, which just annoys people because they don't really want to be told what they can and can't do. Well, it looks like... Hold on, is this actually recording? Yeah, we're recording. We got like 3 minutes left. I don't know, I could teleport back, but we've only got 3 minutes, so... I don't have a pickaxe. I should actually do that. I should put a friggin... So this is... See what I mean? We got a lot of stuff. I don't have an electro rod fly up there, but... The idea is to get Splimes of Storm. I am literally might need to look up because this seems not to be working. Like, we're at bedrock level. It may be the difficulty. I think it's the difficulty. I think you have to put it on hard. I'm not sure if that's the issue. Because I feel like this area may be a little bit bigger. It'd be fine, but it definitely looks high enough. It definitely looks flat enough. I don't know why they're not spawning, but yeah, as the Australian issue, like, it actually backfires because even though you look like you're solving a major pirating issue without actually solving it, because everyone takes the countermeasures to get around said block, because governments always block sites, but that doesn't really stop anyone from using them because they're so easy to get around all those restrictions. Like, you can use there are browsers that let you get around every restriction on the internet. You can access you can access the internet completely unrestricted if you want, and that's how you get around the blocks. But it's really stupid because people in Australia don't actually like, it's not really a big deal in Australia for pirating. We don't have access to stuff, so we pirate. No one cares if you're pirating something. Even if it is illegal, no one really cares, and really you can't enforce it either, because if you were trying to enforce it, well, the problem was it would backfire on you because essentially, almost everyone's doing it. That's when, the law starts becoming in the grey section, where if we enforce it, we don't really have the manpower to enforce it, which is the problem. So they block the pirating sites as a response to it, but really, it's a political move that tries to make them look like they're all powerful, but really just shows you how powerless and how pointless they are how pointless it was to do so to everyone. That's all you really have done, and that's the issue I'm just raising over curiosity, because I know how politicians work. They think they look all powerful. You give a human a little bit of power and they prance it on like a god. And they're not gods, they're merely men that debate diplomatic issues, which are causing many issues in this country because the political party at the moment is very wrong. Like, you can't satisfy everyone because there's a majority. You've got to appear to the masses. The problem is they're not doing that, so they're really not as an efficient government as they try and make themselves out to be. Anyway, that's the issue. See you next time on... Oh, don't forget in the comments, put your favorite movie of 2018 that is going to be coming out or has come out in... This has been SolarWind, Minecraft Survival Season 2.